Yeah.
Alright, my presentation's on heroin and how it affects your health. Heroin affects your health by destroying your body, destroying you mentally and your sense of control, and destroying your relationships with your loved ones, which takes its a lot of toll on your physical and mental health. I'm going to talk about some facts on heroin just so you get familiar with the drug. The National Drug Intelligence Center said that over 3 million people in the United States, ages 12 and older, have used heroin once in a lifetime. Heroin is a highly addictive drug derived from opium, and it's sold as white powder or black sticky solid. Heroin can actually be snorted, smoked, or injected. How it's injected, usually people take a spoon like this or some metal container and they heat it, usually with a flame somehow, and it turns into a liquid, and then they put it in their needle. They get their vein ready with a belt usually, and they inject it in. Heroin destroys your body in many different ways, and I'll go over each way in more detail. It'll give you an overdose, you get addicted, your veins can actually collapse from using heroin too much, and it destroys many different parts of your body. Just your tolerance towards the drug will destroy your body. Obviously in that picture, it destroys your arms. If you're snorting or smoking it, lungs, heart, brain. And every time you're going to have to use more of a dose, and you're going to end up injecting anyway, because apparently snorting and smoking doesn't cause that great of a high if you use it too many times, so addicts end up using injection anyway. You can actually have an overdose, and the reason is you don't know the purity of your heroin that you're purchasing. Only the dealer knows. Overdose can cause death, put you in a coma, and you can get an overdose by smoking, snorting, and injecting. Other risks, you can get HIV and STDs and stuff like that, because heroin addicts usually share needles, and that sounds stupid to us, but the mentality is they want to get high as quick as they can, and that's a smart way to do it, just pass the needle around. Other risks, your veins can actually collapse, and that's literally, they collapse, like they don't work very well at all. You have heart problems, liver and kidney problems. Crazy story I heard is this guy used heroin so much that his veins collapsed, and he started injecting into his penis, which just, the sound of that sounds awful, and you just think the mentality. They want to get high so much that they don't care when they inject it. I've also seen a guy inject it into his neck before. Heroin affects your health, mental health too. It makes you become a slave to the drug. You're not really thinking about your own emotions and feelings. You just want to get high. People think that if you just snort it or smoke it, you won't become addicted. That's false. It's just as addicting as injecting into your veins. As I said before, the addiction never ends, and it affects your mental health just as much as your physical, because you become a slave to it, and by more doses, you are more tolerant towards the drug. I've actually heard that some addicts don't even become high anymore after a while. They just need to take heroin to feel normal like us, so if they're not taking heroin, they're like in chaos. That sounds even worse. And if they stop, they go through withdrawal, and the symptoms are heroin craving, vomiting, bone and muscle ache, and I've been told it's very, very painful and unpleasant. Heroin also destroys your relationship with your loved ones, and that affects all aspects of health in your life if you don't have people to care for you. 2 stories I've been told is this girl named Judy was at a rock concert with her boyfriend, and he gave her a joint, and she thought it was marijuana, and it had heroin in it. And within the week, she dropped out of high school and almost beat her mother to death because she wouldn't give her money to purchase more heroin. And apparently everyone who knew her said that she was never violent, she was a really good student, so the fact that within the week she changed so much was pretty crazy. Another story, a mom named Sue, her and her husband used to do heroin together, and Sue said that she used to steal money from her husband and not feed her kids and just take money and buy heroin. She thought more about the drug than her own family, and she said it ended up destroying their marriage and the relationship with their kids. Conclusion, heroin destroys your body, destroys your mentality, destroys your relationships. It's really horrible, and that's because no addiction is healthy, especially heroin.